Hi everyone, this is Team 24, myself Akil. I have my teammates Bindu, Sushmita and Deepthi along with me. So we have developed an application called Orderkana. The main idea and objective of our application is to get the food that was ordered delivered to your doorsteps. So we build our application using React Native framework. The reason why we choose React Native framework is it's a robust, you can develop robust scalable application using React Native, and you can develop cross-platform technologies. Like if you develop an app once, it can be deployed on web, iOS as well as an Android. But currently, due to the timelines and the core for 3 credits, we have only restricted ourselves to developing it on Android. So yeah, as I told before, the main idea is the food to get delivered at the doorstep. So there are two main user classes in our application: the user as a customer and the admin. Admin can add recipes, add products, add things to the website, to the application basically, and the user can log in and do the just a customer flow like login, sign up, which will be covered by my teammates later. So while developing the application, we faced some like the feedback which we got from the heuristic, and we thought there are some other major improvements which we can make, but because of time constraint, which we could not make. So some of those are like the way currently we are deleting an application from the cart is not. I mean, the delete item from the cart is not that much good. I mean, it's hard to find the where the delete option is. And the other part is like the OPT one-time password feature is not implemented in our application. So one of the feedback from the heuristic team was like, if we have that, it will be easy for the user to log in at the next time. That it really makes sense. And yeah, because of time constraint, we were not able to implement the same. And I'm handing this over to my teammate Deepthi.
So there are various functional, non-functional, and usability requirements for our Android application. The first and foremost Android application.
Deepthi, can you come closer and speak?
Oh, sorry.
No problem. Continue.
Yeah. So there are various functional, non-functional, and usability requirements for our Android application. The first one is functional requirements. So as you can see, there are various functional requirements that are there for our application. The first and foremost is login and sign up screen. So once the user logs in, there are various categories of food items that they can see on the screen. And the next one is there is a search bar where they can search for their favorite food. And the next one is users can view the ingredients that will be used to prepare a specific item. And there is also an option to add or remove the items from the cart. And finally, there is a logout option as well. So, and there is a navigation bar on the left side of the screen. And finally, there is a checkout option, which will be available once the user, if user wants to check out an item, they can just click on the checkout button on the screen. And the next one is the non-functional requirements. As you can see, there are 4 non-functional requirements that are there for an Android application. The first one is the security. So our application is secure and the users can able to log in. So that's the main important thing that comes under security. And the next one is the responsiveness. So our application is designed in such a way that the response time is low and the application, like throughout the application, and the next one is about the data integrity. So the data in the systems database is safe. And finally, our system is built in a very such in an efficient manner. So these are all comes under the non-functional requirements. And finally, when coming to the usability requirements, so there are mainly 4 usability requirements. The first one is user-friendly. The second is effectiveness, performance, and flow. And our application is simple and it's easy to use. And the next one is the effectiveness. So our application is very effective, so say for example, our application that is achieved, like this effectiveness can be achieved by placing the right order and selecting the right account. And the next one is the performance. So the performance plays a very crucial part in our application, and it's very well aligned to our application as well. And finally, flow of the application, like as long as the user have a good internet connection, so it will perform tasks without any interruption. And when coming to the next slide, it's about the design screens, and my teammate Sushmita will explain about how we design these screens as well. So to Sushmita.
Yeah, so coming to the UI part of the web application, there are various pages like the sign up page, login page, and categories page. So the sign up page is like, which basically asks for your name, email, and your you need to set a password, and then immediately it will be redirected to the login page where you can log in with the credentials which you have been registered. And the categories page, you can view them on the left side of the page. So categories basically displays all different types of food which are available on our website, like on our web application. And also there's a search bar where you can easily find the products which are present. And then coming to the next screen, it is the ingredients page, which is actually present in the categories page. So you can actually view the different ingredients that are used in the product. So, and coming to the final checkout page, you can add a number of items in your cart, and then it is also very easy to delete the item in a cart. So, and finally, the logout page is present on the left side menu. You can log out from the screen whenever you feel like. So, coming to the design evaluation, it is basically the results of the heuristic evaluation. So basically, we have resolved one issue, that is previously we didn't get a login successful message. So we have added this login successful message now, like after the design evaluation. And due to some time constraints, we were unable to do customization for the login page. Like we didn't add the login page with OTP. And also some letter casing issues were there, which we couldn't resolve it. Yeah, so the next part would be continued by Bindu, which is the testing methodologies.
We have used the methodologies for testing our application, where 7 students from UNT have participated. And among the 7 students, 2 were females and the rest 5 were the males. Those 5 students belonged to the CS department, and the 2 other were from mechanical background. The these are usability goals that we have uh, uh, taken for our testing. Those were performing sign up and login, navigation bar, and the searching for the food items, and able to view the food item categories, able to find the view ingredients, able to add and delete the items to the cart, and able to review and perform the checkout and the payment details. And we have recorded the following metrics from the procedure, where 100% of the participants were able to create the account and log in to the application. And all the participants were able to navigate and search for their favorite food items. And most of the participants were able to view the food categories, and the rest and the few of the participants were not satisfied with their food items, as all the food items were not present in the which uh, data that displayed in the application. uh, and most of the participants couldn't find the ingredients uh, in the uh, in the application, as this is a new feature which most of the people won't find in the applications. And 100% of the participants were able to add the items to the cart, and 20% of the users were not able to delete the items from the cart, as the option is hidden. And all the participants were able to check out. Most of the participants, like 56% of the users were I mean, they have faced the issues while they were trying to enter the card details, as there were no error popping up when a user enters the invalid card details. And below is the test result discussion, where the maximum participants have like all the participants have completed the 9 tasks, where most time-taking task was for the payment details. As I told before, most of them were not, they were facing the issues while they have entered the card details, where the average total is 103 seconds, and the least time taking task was for view categories, which is 4.15 seconds. And here is the summary of the data, where all the participants have where all the uh, participants have uh, as this data, most of the errors was for the payment details, which is highlighted in the red color. Thank you.
Hey team, I'll be walking you through the application we have developed. So at a high level, this is our home page. This is our navigation bar. User can come and browse through categories, search, order history, logout, and home section. So in the categories, different items are grouped together. Now, if I want to buy a cookie, I can click on cookie. Now I can see vegan cookies. Now here you can see the ingredients that are required that are needed for preparing a cookie. I can come back. So this is a unique feature for our application, like no other in the competitor in the market has this feature. Now if I come down, I can see add to cart button. Now once I click on that button, item gets added to cart. So currently there are already 2 items in the cart. So I'm just clicking the cart. I'm viewing the cart item. I'll quickly go through the flow, like I'm entering some random details here. Some random dummy phone number details. And then I'm entering my email address. And then I'm entering my street address. And I'll go ahead. So the next page, it asks for the payment details. So this is one of the recent feature given by the React community. So here, if I enter the card number right, it automatically discovers the card that I'm using. This is also the feature which I liked in my application a lot. So it yeah, once the successful card number is entered, then it will ask for the CVV and the expiry date. So I'll enter some random expiry date and month here. Yeah. Once this is done, you can make a payment. It will go through payment gateway and the invoice is generated for your card. So yeah, this is our application at high level. So yeah, thank you everyone.